Hello, how you all doing today? Today, this story is about when I was at Garrison Middle School in Baltimore, Maryland, and I got into a fight with one of my friends. Now, this story takes place in the computer lab that was in the basement. See, we were down there, I think it was like for typing class or something. I was always a bad typer. As we're sitting in the computer, being taught how to put our fingers on the keyboard and how to properly type, something I still don't know how to do to this day. I'm the type of person that just takes two fingers and just start hitting the keys on the keyboard. It works for me. I don't need to do all that extra stuff. So as we're sitting there, we're listening to the teacher, we're doing our work. I'm sitting talking to one of my friends there about, actually, I don't remember what we're talking about, but I'm just sitting there chilling, we're having a conversation. All of a sudden, one of my other friends that was sitting next to the individual I was talking to started interrupting us, saying stupid stuff, basically. Then he started to make fun of the person I was talking to for no apparent reason. Like, this guy just felt like being a douchebag that day. Like, he was making fun of the clothes he was wearing, cause, which I don't think make any sense because we had all uniforms, so we all had on the exact same clothes. And then for some apparent reason, he took his shoes and just stepped on the dude's feet. So the dude got in his face, and I'm sitting there, I'm trying to break it up. I get in the middle of them. The teacher's telling us to be quiet or we're all going to get in trouble. Next minute, I know I get pushed for no apparent reason. So I pushed back. He took a swing at me, hit me, like right in the shoulder, and we started getting a fight right there in the computer lab. The teacher obviously came over and tried to break it up, but as the teacher was breaking the fight up, we were still going at it, and I tripped over the guy's feet, and I went face first down onto the ground and burst my teeth. Well, broke my teeth. I don't know why I said burst. This, since both my front tooth was already fake from breaking it before when I was in Jamaica, it just easily broke. So I'm sitting there on the floor in pain. I was rushed to the nurse's office. My father and parents came to come pick me up. And the next day when I returned to school, I heard that he was telling everybody how he knocked me out. He was telling everybody how he beat me up. When I simply, well, I just fell. Like, there was no winner to the fight. I just fell. And that's how come my two front teeth got knocked out. But he was telling everybody how he did this and that apparently throughout the whole day until his parents came and got him because, he got suspended. I also got suspended, but I wasn't told that until the next day I showed up to school and got brought to the principal office to tell me I was suspended. I don't know why they couldn't just tell my parents that so I didn't go to school in the first place because I walked things like 3 miles to school just to be told I was suspended and I had to go home. To me, that was just an a-hole move. Like, just why couldn't you just tell my father when he came to pick me up that I was suspended? Tell me that I was suspended. It was in the middle of like winter, snowing outside and everything. I was more pissed off than that than the dude claiming that he knocked me out when he didn't, or even the fight between my friend. I was more angry about the fact that I had to walk in the snow to school just to be told I was suspended, so I had to walk back home. And when I got home, my grandmother was still in the house, and she told me that I'm not just going to sit there all day and do nothing. So she made me clean. She made me do schoolwork, take out my books, practices my spelling, my writing, my math. She made me wish I was back in school. I would have done less schoolwork in actual school. So my suspension lasted about a week. The same thing for the other kid. So when we got back to school, this point I've had time to talk like to a couple of my friends because we all lived in the same block and stuff. and none of us really knew what the whole situation was about. Like, it kind of just happened so quickly. So when we all went back to school, obviously I saw him there, and I walked up to him, calmly, just be like, dude, like, what's going on? Like, we always hung out, all three of us, me, the first individual I was talking to, and the guy I got in a fight with. Like, I was trying to understand what exactly happened. And he just kind of shoved me and brushed me off. And I just said, you know what, forget it, whatever, not my problem. I went to class, had a whole day, just whatever, just back in school, had to catch up on all the work that I missed. Um, Teachers were giving me like packets to bring home. I had extra homework to do because I missed a week worth of school, so I have a week's worth of work to catch up, which is some bull. I could have at least send my work home, but whatever. So towards the end of the day, I'm waiting for the bus. We took the MTA home, the MTA bus, because our school gave us these cards that we could use for the bus. It was like, it wasn't really cards, it was like a booklet. Then you rip off the date of that booklet, you give it to the bus driver, and then instead of paying for a fare, the bus gave you a ride home. Well, to the next bus stop. So as I'm waiting for the bus, because I wasn't going to walk that day, I was tired. I could just walk home. Like I said, it's only 3 miles, but I was tired. I was waiting for the bus. The kid that I got in a fight with came up to me, and first he said nothing. He just kind of stared at me. So I was like, "What? Like, what do you want?" Like, I thought like he may try to fight me again or whatever at first, and then he actually confessed to me that he's going through some hard times at home. Like, apparently his dad left, and he was just pissed off and angry that day, and it just boiled over, and like he confessed a lot of shit to me, and I was just like, you know what? Let's forget about it. Let's bury the hatchet. And we went on still being friends for like at least another 6 months, and then he no longer showed up to school. I think his mom got a job out of state and they moved, if I remember correctly. Not really sure in the Pacific, but yeah, that was the second time I broke my tooth. Out of the 3 times I broke my front tooth. I don't know why my front tooth are so easily be broken. But yeah, that's my story. Thanks for listening, and have yourself a wonderful day.